Let's talk UVA. We're exploring, learning, growing each day. From the classrooms to the online space, every learner finds their place. Teachers, mentors, guiding your way. Let's talk UVA. Join today. Let's talk UVA. All together now. We're connected, yeah. You know how. Let's talk UVA. We're exploring, learning, growing each day.
Ms. Janna Husser is our special guest today. Ms. Husser has been employed here at UVA for some 13 years now.
13 years.
13 years? We're twins, huh? Yeah. As you know, this is a broadcast from our Family Liaison Department, and we work tirelessly to bring each month someone who is able to share the exciting news here at University View Academy.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Cynthia Jackson, and I'm so happy to have Miss Janna Husser with us again, and she will be speaking with us, and we are so happy to have her here. I met her a while ago, and we just gel with her, and we are again happy to have her, and she will be answering a lot of questions from us. I'm going to start right now with Janna. Janna, many families are hearing about the micro academies for the first time. Can you tell us about the Micro Academies initiative and how they work within UVA's virtual learning model?
Sure. So micro academies are new to us. We are in our second year, although we say we're still piloting it. And it really came about from listening to parents. So we met with some parents in an advisory group and we said, what is it that you need? And a lot of what we kept hearing over and over was more social interaction with peers, and then more in-person support. So we know that families join UVA for a variety of reasons, but sometimes our parents have very busy work schedules, or maybe you're just in the house all day and they want them to have some more interaction. So we really listened to families and said, what is it that you want? What is it that you need? So we piloted a very small group last year, and we have expanded that this year. And I think the way we've developed it has the model is seamless with UVA. So our families enroll with UVA as a public student, and then they also enroll in a private company that we partner with to be a part of their micro academy. And so those micro academies offer learning coach services is essentially what they do. So our kids can go there up to 4 hours a day, 4 to 5 days a week, and get support in person and interact with their peers at the same time. So the model is seamless. You just be a partner with us, and you be a partner with the Micro Academy, and it works.
Wow, that is a great way for kids to interact with each other and with the learning person that's in charge there. In what ways do micro academies support personalized learning for students?
Well, the Micro Academy model is what it says, micro. So it's a much smaller group of students. So we have these facilitators on site who are working with a small group of students, really getting to know them. What do they need? Where are they struggling? And then we can encompass the whole model. So they can talk with their parents and then talk with our teachers to really create a plan for them moving forward for what works best. But they get that opportunity to be with a facilitator and sort of use the best of all the worlds together to create that learning opportunity.
Okay. If someone is interested in attending a micro academy, what is the criteria or process for getting into a micro academy?
Great question. So like I said earlier, we're still piloting, so we only have a handful of locations. We're not around the whole state yet. But if you're interested, you can email micro@uvu.academy. We can definitely let you know if there is one in your area and get you in contact with that organization. But any student at UVA can qualify to attend there. Some of our micro academies maybe are only K-8 though and don't house high schoolers, so it really sort of depends on the location, but we can give all those details if someone's interested.
Okay, thank you so much, Janna. That was a lot of information.
going to use that as a segue for my questions, Ms. Jackson. So,
Awesome.
Janna, you've been talking about the Micro Academy, and those sound really, really super cool. I know a lot of our kids get some really good interaction and some good learning over there. I'm going to use that to kind of segue into my questions that have to do with tutoring. Here at UVA, we offer quite a few different types of tutoring: in person, virtual, high dosage tutoring. Can you please go into a little bit of detail and just kind of specify what each types of those tutoring events are and what they look like?
Sure. So I'll start with high dosage tutoring because that one is very specific. So that one is housed within the academic level, and they do have certain sort of rules that they follow. So I would say if you're interested in high dosage tutoring, reach out to your teacher and they can provide you more information on that. Now, the other types of tutoring we offer as after school tutoring, that it falls within my department, so I'm super proud of them. We have about 25 staff members who provide sessions for students after school. Any student can take advantage of those. All they have to do is go in Canvas, click the links button, and click on tutoring sign up. So when they do that, they'll see options for virtual, they'll see options for in-person, which are held here at the Den, and they can look for the grade level and content that they're interested in. Now, if they don't see what they need, they can always reach out to us, tutoring@uvu.academy, and let us know, hey, this is what I'm interested in, I'm not seeing it, and then we'll work to try to get someone signed up to assist them.
Okay, so literally anyone's eligible, anyone can qualify. Again, in the gray menu bar, there's a links tab, and you're saying from that that they can get to the tutoring information.
Yes, they can get it, any student, and by the way, it's completely free of charge.
Do you have any, I guess, personal testimonials, or have you heard of any testimonials about the benefits that students have received from some of this high dosage tutoring or in-person or virtual tutoring?
Yeah, so one of the things that we notice is the students who attend tutoring regularly, of course, we see them academically do better, so they're coming for that targeted support. I need help with this one skill, or I need help with this one assignment. And so academically, they're doing better. But what we also see is their confidence grow in the classroom. They sort of get to practice one-on-one with that tutor, how to ask questions, how to feel confident with the work that I'm showing you. So we do tend to find that a lot of those kids then will start going to Learning Circle, and maybe they'll jump on the mic now because they feel better about if I share my work, it's okay if it's wrong, or I know my answer's right. I worked on my tutor with this. So a lot of times we see that confidence build in the classroom.
Neat, very, very cool. So this idea of tutoring, and then another thing that we have here at UVA is this study hall. So I'm going to ask you a question or two if that's okay about study hall.
Yeah.
UVA also offers study hall for students who want additional academic support. How is study hall different from tutoring?
Great question, because they are very different. Sort of, right? So when we think about tutoring, you're signing up with a teacher, you're working one-on-one on a skill. I need help with this, break the concepts down for me, let's go a little slower. Study hall was a space that we wanted to give students to just come and work independently. Maybe you've got company in the house this week. Maybe there's construction going on. I'm super distracted. I just need to get out of these four walls. They can come to study hall. Think of it like a library space. Find a quiet corner and get some work done. Now, we do have teachers who usually kind of stroll in and out during study hall and offer that support if you're here and they're here at the same time. But it's really a place where you can come work independently. Maybe you want to meet up with some of your classmates. You can study together or work on a project. So it's a place where maybe instead of going for necessarily targeted support, it's just work time. And then we also have kind of a space where you can merge the two, and that's our maker space over here behind us. So students who want to come to the study hall, want to interact with their peers, but want to learn something new, can attend one of our STEAM events at Makerspace and maybe learn robotics or coding with some peers, but still sort of be in a new and interesting space.
Folks, I know our camera doesn't give you a pan view of the space here, but it really is a neat place to come and do study hall. So we encourage you to come and do study hall with your kids or send them over here. So I'm going to pass it over to you now, Mr. Martin.
I get to talk about the fun stuff. So the Links Den, where we are for this podcast or for the show, is what also houses our esports. So esports has become extremely popular with our students. Can you tell if there's someone that's interested in that? How would they become involved? any of our esports programs?
So easy way to become involved. So at the beginning of the year, we'll do our club push for esports. So just to give you a little background, esports is our gaming and STEM approach to learning and kind of bridging the gap between content and gaming. So our students learn through Minecraft. It kind of drives all of that content, and we serve grades 3 through 12. So at the beginning of the year, we'll start signing up for clubs, and you'll see those notifications in Canvas. That's going to be for students who want to start learning how to code, want to start learning how to build games, but maybe I'm not so sure, I need to learn new things. And those club opportunities meet regularly in person here at our really fantastic lab. And we do virtual opportunities as well for clubs. Now, our high school kids, if they are interested, will also see some updates about competition. So maybe those more advanced gaming students can participate in actual competitions where they can earn scholarship money, all kinds of great stuff. And then they also then have virtual practice time, or they have DIN practice time.
Okay, you talked about some of the benefits, but what other gains or benefits would students have from participating? You mentioned scholarships. What else would you add to that? How they would benefit from participating in esports?
So when you think about gaming, a lot of times we just think kids are playing games, but really they are building such critical thinking skills. We think about them playing, especially on a team. They have to work together. They have to make decisions very quickly. The scenario presents itself, I have to make a decision. I have to analyze that. They're communicating with their team. A big piece of what our esports coordinator does is allow them to provide each other constructive feedback. So they're learning how to provide feedback to each other in a professional way in their teams. And so they're really gaining a lot of lifelong skills under the basis of gaming, while also, of course, then learning the tech and coding and game design and a lot of those advanced technological skills.
Yeah, and feedback is so important, but not just being able to give it in a professional way, but also conditioning yourself to be able to receive it and having a safe space where someone can critique you or give you something to improve on, and taking that in a positive way, I think is really important.
It is, and that's a piece of gaming too, is you don't always win.
Right.
And so our winners learn how to win gracefully, and those others learn how to create a plan for themselves and how to improve in the future.
Which applies to all of our academic area, well, applies to all of our lives.
Yeah.
In every way. And then my final question is about our PBIS program. Our students have opportunities to earn rewards for our students and families. So how does someone qualify for PBIS rewards? And then what does that look like?
Okay. So PBIS is our positive behavior intervention support. So students can earn real dollar rewards at UVA here by keeping up with their assignments, turning them in a timely manner, doing the best that they can to make good grades. And then the added piece is having their parent or their learning coach record attendance. So they can earn up to $3 a week. I know, at the end of the year that adds up. And so at the end of the month, we sort of tally it all up using a rubric. How did that student perform overall? And then we'll send it out through a platform called Giftronaut. It was previously Toasty, it just got bought out. It's Giftronaut, and they can trade in those real dollars for real gift cards. So it's a great way for students to get rewarded and enjoy some of the things that they want to do just for being a good student.
Nice. Awesome.
Love that.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Tom.
Initially, I skipped a very important part of Ms. Husser's introduction. She is Chief of Innovation and Strategy. And I left that out, and I do apologize for that. We're so and we're so happy that she's here because her primary focus too is helping UVA grow. And so what does innovation mean in the context of our school?
So for me, I know, and I think, I don't want to speak for the department, but I think I will. Innovation is learning the new things. It's what are the new things we can do? What are the new ways we can develop strategies, platforms, academic learning to increase student outcomes? So everything here, even though it's innovative and it's cool and it's new technology, the end result should be student focused. And is this improving what we need for kids? So to me, that's how I would summarize what we're doing here. It's still all about the kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the business we're in. And finally, what exciting ideas, initiatives might be coming down the pipeline for our student population?
Well, we're really excited about the Micro Academy initiative that we're working through right now. We're hoping to see some growth there, so stay tuned. We'll keep updating as we go, and maybe in the future we'll see ourselves in other parts of the state. And then the other thing is, there's a lot going on right now in technology with AI and some really cool platforms. So we're actually piloting something in K-12 right now. So we have a few families who are participating with that. And so we'll be looking for some feedback from families so that we can use that data. Was this beneficial? Was this helpful? But so just looking forward to some really fun and new things in technology, but hopefully things that will help grow success.
Okay, and we have our question and answer session that has begun, and one of the questions is, do you plan to expand locations of Micro Academy next year?
So that is always in the conversation. That's always under discussion. I don't want to make any promises that I'm not allowed to make, but we definitely are looking at other parts of the state, who's interested, where we could go, and what that would look like. But I think in the future we'd love to see expansion in some way. We're just working through what that looks like.
Great, great. Because, I mean, we do have several so far, and, even though they're southeast or, located here, but they are moving forward with finding additional sites. So the second question is, how do I activate PDI?
Okay, good question. So when we tally all that up at the end of every month and we send a notification out, that's going to get sent to the student's UView email address, which is in Gmail. So if you're not sure how to access your Gmail, they could probably reach out to one of your friendly faces and you could walk them through that, or of course they can always reach out to their teacher. But you should see a link in Gmail. So easy, you just click the link and it says, hey, you got a reward from University View, and then it lets you pick your gift card. You have to do that. What's important, because I don't want anybody to lose their rewards, you've got to click that link and claim that money within 30 days. So you don't have to spend it, but you got to claim it. So I know a lot of students like to take every month and they save them up, and then at the end of the year they go spend them all at one time and have a kind of a big reward party, which is great. However you want to spend them, you just want to claim it, save that gift card, and then you can spend it how you please.
This is neat. This is a shout out. Just wanted to say my child has gained confidence in the classroom because of UVA. We participate in tutoring, air reading, and small groups. Seeing my child grow has been so amazing.
So pat yourself on the back.
Well, I won't take the credit. That is our amazing tutors who take their time after school. Instead of going straight home to families, they take their time to work with our kids. So I'm definitely going to shout them out for the work that they do.
Well, certainly UVA has demonstrated throughout its history. It began in 2011. And I always go through this little spiel. It was one little building over on Goodwood. Now we have more than 6 buildings. We have nearly 4,000 students across the state. We are a K-12 public school. So it's because of the families who entrust us with their children that make this all matter, and the innovation and initiatives that your team comes up with makes that so much easier for us to say, okay, this is now available. Let's go look at this. So today we've had Ms. Janna Husser, who is the Chief of Innovation and Strategy here at UVA. We thank our audience for joining us. As always, we want to refer you to our quick links page. And that is the QR code that is showing on your screen presently. You may scan that, bookmark it, and then you have at your fingertip everything you need for contacting your liaisons, student IDs, testing, even tutoring. So you have an additional way now to sign up and register for the after-school tutoring programs. Ms. Husser told us earlier, you can access it through Canvas using your Canvas navigational bar on the left, the green bar on the left. Click links, access tutoring, and sign up there. Or you can use the quick links link and also sign up for tutoring. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Take care.
Let's talk UVA. We're exploring, learning, growing each day. No matter